Hey ladies, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the single biggest red flag that you can possibly run into, or one of them at least. Whether it be in a man you're wanting to date, but most importantly, a red flag within you. A red flag that tells men that want to date you that you may have issues. And we're talking about childhood unhealed trauma. Okay. So this can show up in a variety of ways, but there's some ways that are more obvious and telltale. Now, the reason why I say this is also a red flag within you is because relationships are a two-way street, right? This is not, a moment where we look to blame men. It's not anything about blaming yourself or blaming anyone. It's about taking radical accountability of your own role in relationships, your energy, and your own, unhealed trauma. So nobody comes into relationships perfect, okay? Nobody comes completely healed. Let me just throw that out there. But there's a big difference between having a scratch, kind of like the leftovers of, trauma, or a scar. But another thing, when you come in with a huge, raw, open wound, it would mean that you are not whole. We want to come into relationships whole. Okay? So with that thrown out, out there, what do I mean by unhealed trauma? So because this is a channel where we talk mostly to ladies, and I know there's some men that are watching our videos, but I'm talking to the ladies for now. You will find sometimes that a man will, and this is just an example of it, right? You will find that a man starts paying, for things when you go out. You will see that he, does pay for things and stuff, which can be very misleading if he has no intentions of being a protector and provider for you in a marriage, right? Let's break it down. So the healthy male, by nature, biologically speaking, the way that Mother Nature wired him to be, is to want to be the hero of his family, the protector of you and his children, and the provider of you and his children. The healthy male wants to be the hero, wants to be that father that was there for his children. He wants to be the husband that took care of his wife. Okay? So be careful with this topic, because you need to see that his intentions are, or actually, you need to find out whether it is a value that he has to be the protector and provider of his family. If this man does not have this value and intention, there's going to be a lot of problems. Let me break this down. So I have a very particular example. So a lady came to me and she told me she started dating a guy, okay? And this guy was paying for everything and so on and so forth. But then when it came up in the topic that he wanted a woman who would build with him. And I'm going to make a separate video about this. Okay? He wants a woman who will build with him. He's not looking to protect and provide for the woman and their offspring. He wants someone to pay half or whatever other percentage. When you dig in, when you continue to know more about this man, you find out that he comes from a broken home. So he had a dad and a mom. Both of his parents worked, and the mom contributed to the family. But what happens when a man has the woman contribute? He's sending her out to work, okay? I don't know if I need to go into detail on what happens then. The woman, not only is she burnt out, exhausted, because of course she's the one who had to carry the pregnancy. She's the one who had her body beat up. She's the one who gave birth, breastfed, on top of being a nurse for, these weird shifts, right? So, of course, the guy is not, the husband is not nursing the children, is he? So they seem like a regular, middle class working family, where everything's normal. But of course, the woman starts going insane, right? Not only is she being super resentful, she's being miserable, exhausted, and all the things. So she starts to become a little monster. She's not happy. She doesn't want to be there. Is that a surprise? It's not to me. So of course she starts acting off. And then eventually they get a divorce. And I'm not saying this is the only reason. I'm not saying this is it, but let me tell you that money, and not money itself, but what money can do to a dynamic, but it's the single most common cause of divorce, separation. Okay? So this man, the man who's dating the girl that approached me, he really, because he comes from a broken home, divorced parents, so there is the bottom line, the red flag, divorced parents, that at the end of the day cause trauma in a child. The child does not know what a healthy relationship is, within the first years of his life. He doesn't know what a full-on protector father figure is. He doesn't have that example. So because he doesn't have that example, he doesn't believe that he should be a protector and provider. Now, let me tell you the example of another man. Imagine the man that grew up in a family where the father didn't provide for them. He didn't do anything. He didn't provide, and the mother was doing everything, right? She was the breadwinner. She was the one trying to have the home together, right? But the child that grew up to be, a man dating this other girl, so he decided that he did not want to repeat this story. He did not want to be a deadbeat like his father. He said, no, it changes with me. It stops with me. I want to have a beautiful family with a wife that feels safe, protected, calm, relaxed, who has the time and energy to take care of herself, where she can be creative and start something she wants. And lo and behold, she becomes this great woman, right? And she has time to take care of the children and be happy about it, okay? Because this man, even though he grew up with a deadbeat father, he says, it stops with me. There's the generations after me, my children and their children, they will grow up with a healthy family unit, okay? So one man healed his trauma, which is the second one. He came in with a scar, but he had healed trauma. And the first one that I talked about with the divorced parents, he did not. He's going on out in the world believing that a woman should be his roommate, his partner, to build a family together. How noble, how sweet does that sound? So, like I said, the feminists out there, that's what they believe. And again, let me just say this quickly here. The purpose and origin of feminism was to give women more options, more choices. Is their choice to work? They can go work. Is their choice to be a mother? They can be a mother. Feminism was meant to give you choice and options, not to make you there's some roommate of some guy where you're paying a guy to be with you. Okay? So now you yourself can have this red flag within you if you come from a family that was a broken home. For example, a lot of the women that approach me without knowing me, kind of like they approach me for, dating advice, but they don't know what I am about. They don't know about my YouTube channel and so on. So they tell me that they want to know how to be successful with a man, so on and so forth, but they don't believe in marriage. And when you dig in, of course, this woman comes from a broken home, divorced parents, right? So she does not have the example of what a healthy family is. She doesn't know what it means to have a father that is a protector. So therefore, he doesn't expect men to be her, protectors, right? And she goes on to have all these problems with men. And of course, because she doesn't believe in marriage herself, she just wants to get together with someone, be someone's roommate, have some fun, spend some time together, a couple months, couple years, and wants to do that over and over with, right? But she comes from a place of an unhealed space or place. Okay. So the whole purpose of this video is to prompt you, how do my beliefs affect my relationships and where I am at in finding love, in finding whatever it is that I'm looking for. How does your past and your childhood and your upbringing affect your current beliefs about love, about marriage, about divine union? Okay? And the good news is that it can change with you. It can stop with you. You can have your daughter have a different story. You can choose to have a different story than what you grew up with. So it's a choice that you make to heal that wound and to choose differently today. So it will, for a man that is looking for a healthy relationship, aka a long-term relationship, aka divine union, aka marriage. Yeah, we know that not all marriages are divine union. We know that. But what we are about here is about those who are looking for forever after in divine union. And if you don't believe that that exists because of what you grew up with, think again. Because what I was saying just a few moments ago, a healthy man who is looking for a healthy relationship is not going to necessarily want a woman who is not healed herself, who comes from a background that doesn't allow her to have beliefs that align with a healthy and happy relationship. So you, as a girl, as a woman out there dating, find out what the background of this man is. What was his childhood like? Does he come from a broken home? If he comes from a broken home, childhood trauma of any kind, is he healed? Has he healed? A healthy man has masculine traits. And the quintessential masculine trait is to be a protector and provider of a woman, not to be a roommate. That's not what the healthy masculine is looking for. Okay? So journal prompt is, how does my upbringing, how does my past and my childhood affect my current beliefs about love, men, and marriage? Okay? So that's it for now, ladies, before it gets too long. Let me know in the comments if your current beliefs are affected by your childhood. Let me know in the comments what you think. Alrighty? So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.